Greetings everyone, Master0063 back, finally, to continue on my Mega Man-a-thon with Mega Man and Bass, or Mega Man 8.5 if you will. So yeah, it's been a while, thankfully now, cough subsided, the weather's cooler, family celebration's over, and I can now devote my time to this project, or at least the commentary on it. The footage has been recorded for quite some time, but yeah, I can now finally get round to do the commentary. I do have a few kind of housekeeping things before we get in proper, so just going to go quickly through them. So yeah, I have actually deleted now the two unfortunate update videos, just because, well, they seem a bit out of place now. Yeah, apologies. I think there was one comment left on each one, but yeah, I think I decided the best thing to do was probably just delete those. Also, some likes on the videos as well, which you always kind of do with a bit of a double take. Oh, my throat's not feeling very well, or I've got a cough, so I can't do any commentary. Like, oh, the weather's hot, and other things have come up, which meant I'm away for further. Like, just kind of, I'm sure it was innocent enough, but you do have to just do kind of a bit of a double take on that when you see likes on things like, hey, I'm not going to be doing anything for a while. No. But yeah, anyway, those videos are gone. Why have I got this picture up? So this is an actual picture of my TV, and you can see there the Mega Man and Bass in the lower right corner for the Wii U, by the way. I don't have any recording software in order to record Wii U games and or any other really means of recording Mega Man and Bass on a console. So I decided that I needed to actually own the game properly before I could really do this Let's Play, because I'm going to be playing it on computer via a GBA ROM, and it is indeed the GBA version, not the SNES. So which is probably slightly inferior, the GBA one anyway. Just because the SNES one you can actually see more of what's going on. The GBA, unfortunately, due to the limitations of the screen size, means that some of the screen gets cut off. It's kind of very annoying. There's a certain boss actually where, in fact, you can't even really see what's going on down on the bottom half, or on the below, the bottom end of the screen, which makes things really freaking annoying. So yeah, it is probably the slightly inferior version. However, the music or the soundtrack in the GBA version is far superior to the SNES one. Going on to my next point, since I'm not going to be doing perfect runs of these, or perfect runs of Mega Man and Bass, why not go with the GBA version, which has the far superior soundtrack, in my opinion. I've already said it, I'm not going to be doing perfect runs on this. Principally, I suppose, given that I can't seem to still quite get a controller working, so I'm having to play this via a keyboard. Apologies, you're going to be kind of hearing, or hopefully, maybe not, I don't know, maybe the music will drown it out, or maybe my commentary will help kind of drown it out a little bit as well, but yeah, I'm playing this on a keyboard, so yeah, repeated like button mashing and all that kind of thing, and yeah, it's kind of, it can be, playing Mega Man with a keyboard is not ideal. It's certainly not how I would usually want to play Mega Man. So yeah, that's probably the principal reason. Other reasons being that I've never really kind of owned the game, so I've never really kind of, I don't know it all that well necessarily. I did all my perfect runs ages and ages ago. I don't really have any desire to go back and do all those now. Playing all these I Want to Be games has just kind of just upped my frustration levels to the point where I really don't feel like I want to go back and do them. So yeah, just for a multitude of reasons, I'm not going to be doing the perfect runs. If you think I'm chickening out on that, then that by all means. I feel like I'm chickening out a little bit as well, and I am somewhat relieved about it, because some of the Robot Master stages in Mega Man and Bass are an absolute pain just to get through, let alone no damage or anything like that, or without Robot Master weaknesses. So yeah, I feel like I'm chickening out a little bit as well, but yeah, since I can't really legitimately play this on a console, and I can't seem to get controllers working, to be able to play this not on a keyboard, everything's just conspiring to say, no, I can't really do it. So yeah, perfect runs will not be coming in this game, but I certainly will be going through the game twice. I will be going through the game once playing as Mega Man and once as Bass, so you'll see that during each stage. I'll be playing as Mega Man first and then as Bass, and I'm also going to be showing off how to get all the CDs. So there are 100 CDs in the game. Don't spoil too much at this point in time, but you'll see it later on in this video anyway. So yeah, I shall be going through, and at the end of each video video, I shall be showing you how to collect the CDs during that stage. I thought maybe I would do the CDs as an afterthought and just kind of do like a, collecting the 100 CDs or something like that. But anyway, another Mega Man aficionado who has already done it in that style. He's done it infinitely better than I could. And I shall therefore do it a different way. And you will see me collecting the CDs at the ends of the videos. I think that's more or less all I wanted to say as an intro. So yes, finally, let's get on with the game. So here we go. And while the title screen's up there, I should at least probably go through the story. So there is this new robot called King, and basically he has kicked Wily out of his own fortress. So maybe Wily's not behind it or everything this time. So Mega Man has got incentive to go and stop King, because now King has kind of taken over from Wily, and Bass has got incentive to stop what's going on, because Wily, of course, is Bass's master, and Bass is probably slightly ticked off about it. So as you can clearly see, we have a player select here. So you can play this game either as Mega Man or as Bass. I'm going to be playing through the stage first as Mega Man. We get an opening stage. And a little kind of introduction as to how Mega Man works. So he has a jump, a single jump. Single sounds weird now, but believe me, it'll be important later. He can slide across the floor, and he can also charge his Mega Buster. So single jump, sliding, charge Buster. They'll be the key points. And oh good God, it's a mole section. Second screen, or just after the first little area of the Met, we get one of these infamous little sections, well, probably infamous from Mega Man 2, where the moles just come out from under the ground, from the ceiling, and are freaking annoying. I would say slow and steady wins the race here. You can of course rush through a lot quicker than I'm doing here, but force of habit, while I haven't got yet, I'm still trying to go for the accidental perfect one. Of course, I'm not trying to do that during the stages, properly or whatever. But for the moment, while I've not got, let's try and do that. Although, of course, I have, at least I think already shot it now anyway. So the perfect one would be in vain anyway. But oh well. You come to this section with fire pillars and lava, and it's freaking annoying. For an opening stage, this really is one of the more annoying ones of the lot. I mean, admittedly, there aren't too many, I'll give you that, but compared to the 7 and 8, for instance, this one is freaking annoying, and I hate these bloody fire tackle things. The opportunity to jump through is just, it always seems incredibly minimal. Either the things come out and shoot like that, where they just fly up and hit you, or you can try and shoot them, but then they come up seemingly faster. I hate that section, it's a pain in the neck. And of course, the knockback that you get when you hit one of those things can indeed send you flying into the lava. So I'm just actually quite grateful I'll take the hit that I took the hit and didn't fall in, because I could use the invincibility frames, having got hit, and thankfully having landed safely back on the platform, to just make my way while I was still invincible. Ugh. Anyway, now onto this kind of submarine section. So we've got these cannon enemies, spikes on the ceiling, and the submarine obviously bobbing up and down in the water. So just be careful. Clearly, when the submarine or whatever it is we're standing on, when it's high, that you don't jump too high onto the spikes on the ceiling. Now this is a tricky little bit to get by without getting got. I kind of almost pulled it off, but then I decided that I was just going to jump straight onto the cannon there. But believe me, that's kind of a tricky little bit to actually get by without taking damage. You have to kind of wait out the cannons when they fire, and then kind of try and jump over that first one. But easier said than done. Wonderful. Mole got me right on the way to getting the extra health. Thankfully it got me after I got the health, so I was full anyway, but A third mole section of the level. Kind of felt like it was a little bit unnecessary, and by this point in time I got so often, and I wasn't really too concerned about dying, that I just kind of felt, well, what the hell, let's just go. And the level's still not over yet. Now we have a Toadman-esque style part of the level where it's raining, and it's pushing us back, or at least wind or some force is pushing us back, whether it's the rain, the wind, or whatever. But we have a slightly awkward set of jumps to pull off. Just make sure that you set off when you're kind of standing on the edge of the platforms, or you will be stuffed. And a last little Sniper Joe there at the end of the stage, and finally we're through the stage. Proto-Man. You have gone too far, King. I won't allow you to violate this robot museum. I've downloaded all the data of the battle robots. Now I can create an invincible robot army. Since you are a robot, you are qualified to join us if you want to. Huh? It seems that your friend has arrived. I have no time to waste on you anymore. Wait, King. Silence. Proto Man. It's just a scratch. I'll take care of this. You go to Dr. Light for repairs. That's quite some scratch. I appreciate your arrogance, but I have no time for you. I'll allow the Green Devil to handle you. Normally when I hear Devil, I'm freaked out. I'm going to get kind of an annoying fight, but since it's the opening stage, this thing is ridiculously easy. I'm kind of embarrassed that I got, but I say, playing with a keyboard makes this kind of annoying. But all you really do is you just shoot at its head and it goes down. It is an absolute pansy. It's very similar to its Mega Man 8 incarnation, but yeah, it is a pushover. But anyway, that was Mega Man's side of things. We do, of course, have another character we can play, so yeah, let's go through the same level with Bass. So, different to Mega Man, Bass has a double jump. He can shoot in every which way direction, including up, diagonally, blah blah blah. He can also dash, so along the floor. He can also jump and dash as well. But he can't move and shoot at the same time. So when Bass shoots, he has to be standing still, or at least in the air. So he cannot be moving along the ground and shooting. So that's another thing to pay attention to. And one other thing I forgot as well, which I don't necessarily think comes to play too much here, but I forgot to mention it for Mega Man. It is an important distinction. Mega Man can shoot through walls, Bass can't. So yeah, that will come up later. And of course the level we've already seen, but yeah, it's probably worth just pointing out, just generally, that, I say generally, Bass has a much easier time getting through the levels than Mega Man does. Just because he has a dash, he can double jump. It's very easy to kind of get through sections quicker, to get through by saving yourself because you have that double jump as well. If you kind of like, so for instance there, I didn't actually get hit, well I did get hit, but I didn't get hit by one of the lava tackles that was coming up to knock me back. If I had kind of fallen toward the pit there, I could have used my double jump to actually save myself there. So yeah, Bass has the ability to you know, save himself from certain death. A lot better than Mega Man. It's also particularly important, or particularly crucial for the GBA version, when you're dropping down pit areas and you can't see what's below you. Of course, Bass can have a double jump to kind of save himself, provided he's not falling too quick, or just onto a sheet of spikes or into a bottomless pit or whatnot. But yeah, having that ability to just stop, or to just kind of like double jump, means that you can save yourself from that point of view. So yeah, Bass generally has a much easier time getting through levels than Mega Man. On the flip side, Bass has a much harder time with bosses, at least in theory anyway. The first boss you'll see here in the opening stage, perhaps not so much. Although I think you will still see at least that it takes longer to take down with Bass than it does with Mega Man. But yeah, despite the fact that he can shoot in every which way direction, his Bass Buster, or at least compared to, at least at the moment now, without it being upgraded, spoiler alert, is so much weaker than Mega Man's Mega Buster. Mega Man can obviously charge the Buster, but even when it's uncharged, Mega Man just seems to have a far superior Buster to Bass, which makes, as I say, going through or fighting bosses that little bit more tricky. As I say, you probably won't get to see that too much for the first one because the Green Devil just goes down like nobody's business. But yeah. So that's the general rule. For levels, Bass has a much easier time, but for bosses, he has a much harder time. So swings and roundabouts. Proto Man. You have gone too far, King. I won't allow you to violate this robot museum. I've downloaded all the data of the battle robots. Now I can create an invincible robot army. Since you are a robot, you are qualified to join us if you want to. Huh? Another bug to squash? I'm sure my robots will entertain you. Wait, King. Silence. Is that the robot who calls himself King? What a joke. Everyone knows that I am the mightiest robot in the world. I will show him who deserves to be called King. I think the rest of the speeches, or the rest of the text is okay, so yeah, I'll kind of stop there. I wasn't quite sure exactly, there was some different dialogue there, so I kind of rattled through the whole thing, but yeah, this bit was the same, so yeah, I'll leave that. And apologies for the repetition. But yeah, base, as you can see here, can just pretty much just stand on the floor and shoot diagonally upwards, and yeah, he doesn't really have to move a lot. Of course, if the Green Devil decides to shoot out his bloody goo at that particular angle, then it's a pain in the neck, but yeah. Hopefully you can at least kind of get an idea just from this, twice indeed, that despite his Buster kind of shooting in every which way direction, that took a bit more time to take down. Not a huge amount, admittedly, but still. Base Buster, definitely weaker than the Mega Buster. And yeah, apologies that we're kind of seeing all the spoilers for the saves here. When I'm doing this, actually playing through, I played through the whole game with Mega Man, and then I played through with Base, so you'll see some kind of stuff going on with the save files. But before we come to the end of the video, I did say something about CDs. So yeah, there are CDs kind of hiding on the opening stage and each of the 8 Robot Master stages. But in order to actually get quite a lot of the CDs, we're actually going to need this item, which is called a CD Finder. So yeah, I'm going to the shop, so you're seeing all the stuff that's coming here in the shop. But I need to get the CD Finder, and this will mean that the first time I go to an area of the screen where a CD is hidden under the ground, sparkles will appear on the floor, and that's where a CD is hiding. I also need Rush Search in order to dig it out, so I have to get Rush out in order to dig up the CD. So yeah, I'm buying those 2 items here. So this is probably after I've beaten all the 8 Robot Masters, but yeah, I need to get the CD Finder and Rush Search in order to do it. And as a matter of fact, there are actually no, so you can see the sparkles there, or hopefully see them under that enemy. There are actually no CDs in this opening stage that you get with Base. They are all hidden. There's only 3 of them. So you need Mega Man, you need a CD Finder, and you need Rush Search in order to get them all. So yeah, use Rush Search, as I said, on the area just below, oh sorry, just above where there's sparkles, and Rush will dig out a CD. This one is a bit annoying, so you have to wait for, or you have to kind of get to the point where the moles are not going to attack you. So if they never come up directly above or below you. So if you can get Rush set where you are, then you'll be fine. Apologies, it's going to be incredibly hard to see. So what I decided to do here is slow it down so you can actually see the CD for just that millisecond. But yeah, with all the moles, making sure it doesn't attack Rush, that was kind of a tight little bit. By the way, if an enemy does hit Rush while he's trying to dig out a CD, he will get hit, he will stumble back, and you've lost the opportunity. Obviously, you can bring out Rush again to do it, but yeah, bit of a pain in the neck. Not quite sure if you saw it there, but the sparkles were under this last little Sniper Joe, so yeah, get Rush Search out for the final time on this one, just a third of the CDs, and yeah, that is all of them done. Apologies, you're actually going to see I screwed up during my Let's Play, so in a minute you're going to see the pause screen where it seems like I've got 4 CDs. Yeah, I screwed up and got 1 accidentally during the stage, but yeah, I'll talk about that when we get to it. So yeah, that's all there is for this opening part. It's good to be back, yay. End of part 1, and hopefully I shall see you all for part 2. Cheerio.